Good morning, YouTube. My name is Liam. I am from Team DP, bringing you a deck profile this wonderfully sunny Monday morning. This is the start of our YouTube channel. There's a couple of us. I will be doing an intro video if you haven't already watched that. But we will be doing deck profiles every Monday, and then so we can spread them out over sort of time. And obviously, because we don't want to make decks every single day, because that's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. So we can spread out, and we've got a good sort of variation of decks that we can show. Today I will be bringing you my D-Fissure Samurai deck. It's an amazing deck. Samurais are obviously sort of killing quite a bit at the moment. They're doing less well than they were back sort of March, April time, but they're still pretty good and they're still fun. I personally think they're still fun to play. I went to my locals yesterday and came first running them, and so yeah, let's get started. First we have 2 Kagemusha of the 6 Samurai. This guy's the tuner of the deck. He's level 2, he's Earth. He's got rubbish tack, but his defense is alright if you need to stall out, if you have literally nothing. His effect, if a Samurai is targeted, but it has to be one. If exactly one Samurai is targeted, you can switch the target to this card. It's not used all that much, but yeah, I mean, obviously in a sticky situation it can be. He's basically what you use to synchro summon in this deck. There is no other tuners in this deck, but he is fantastic, and considering you can search him out with pretty like half the deck, it's all good. Next we have 3 Kageki. Now I've looked at some deck profiles on YouTube. Some people are only running 2. Personally, this guy I think running 3 is perfect because of the fact that you've got some of the older Samurai in here which only work with others on there, and then you can also plus counters, and it's not just for synchro summoning. With like X-Saber, people are like, this is like the Boggart Knight for X-Sabers. With X-Sabers it has to be used for an X-Saber synchro. This doesn't, this gets an attack boost, so it's quite nice. He's really good, we like him. So yeah, we're running 3 of him. He's not really used for like major synchro, he's just more like spamming your counters and stuff. Next we have 2 Kazan. This guy's good, we like him. He's basically like a mini Grandmaster. I'm only running 2 because I've swapped one out for Gauze, because Gauze is amazing, which I'll explain later, but he's still good at 2. You can use him along with Kagemusha to make all your sort of Naturia synchros, like your Naturia Barkion mainly, because you can go Kagemusha, summon, special summon Kazan, and you have an instant Barkion. Next we have 2 Grandmasters. These are still really good. Running 1 I think is a bit too inconsistent. Running 2 is perfect. 3 is stupidly overdoing it. I don't see the point. And his effect helps so much. If you start off with stuff, then you usually end up just playing D-Fissure at like the end of your turn instead of at the beginning of your turn, like a sensible person. So you've still got stuff in the grave to abuse his effect with, which is quite nice. But yeah, he makes Landois, which is really good in this deck with the amount of spells you run. Then we have a Hand of the 6 Samurai. We like this guy, or girl, or whatever the hell it is. Its attack and defense aren't all that. I mean, 1600's all right these days, but it's what it's effective, because you go first turn Shien, you summon this guy, you tribute himself off and kill a monster your opponent's got. So you get rid of those annoying monsters that are bigger than your Shien. Then we've got Mizuho. This is like a secondary hand, but gets rid of back row as well, or gets rid of anything really. And obviously with both of these you can summon them with Kageki, so you go Kageki, tribute off Kageki and then kill some cards if you're in a tight spot. She's alright. Then we got Yaichi. This blows up face downs. This level 3 it's got a rubbish attack, but it does blow up face downs, which can become really annoying. Especially with like decks that are running heavy encounter traps that your Shien can't negate, like Glad Beasts who are running War Chariot, to like War Chariot Solons and all that, and then stuff like Psychics that could be running like Mind Over Matter and things like that. It just gets really irritating. So this helps out with that, because you go Kageki, summon him, and then just blow up some aggro. Then we got last Samurai in the deck is Iroh. He just gets rid of Raikos and all those face down annoyances, Raikos, Snowman Eaters, everything. He's really good. I didn't realise how good he would be until I started playing him, but he's actually really good in this type of deck. And then we've got Gauze. Gauze saves you, because obviously people like to get rid of your counter-related cards. And so if they're stuck, they're gonna go Black Rose to get rid of Shien as well. So this guy helps like so much. They Black Rose, you just drop him, and then you just got one hell of a beater. And he's hard to get over. It's surprising how difficult he is to get over for some decks. Certainly with this deck, when I've been playing it before, Samurai find it quite difficult to get over Gauls if you don't have the right hand. Next, obviously, if we're playing D-Fissure, we've got D-Fissures ×3. This card wrecks everything. I mean, wrecks Sabers, wrecks Psychics, just wrecks so much. It's so good. One Gateway, obviously. You shouldn't be playing Samurai if you don't have this card. 2 Dojo. I found that 2 Dojo is really good, because obviously you can use it with Gateway, but 3 is too much with the lack of amount of monsters you're running, and sometimes obviously if you don't get the draw off, then you don't want it because you need stuff to summon with it, and yeah. But it does work out, because if you end up having Kageki and another Samurai in your hand, you can go Kageki, summon the Samurai, get your Kagemusha, and then you've got your Shien plus something else, so like Yaichi or Iroh or a Kizan or whatever. So it's all pretty good. Then we got the sort of obvious Triple United. That's the draw power of the deck. It's kind of good. I don't like it so much because it's annoying because you usually get it when you don't want it. 3 Smoke Signal, sorry. And then the one rotor, this searches out all but 3 monsters in the deck, so 11, so a quarter of the deck, which is quite nice. And then you've got your 6 staples. You've got your 2 MST, your True Nade, your Dark Hole, your Book, and your Monster Reborn. Yeah, everyone knows what these do, even if you haven't played in years, you still know what these do. Traps, we've got 2 Magatama. This is well good. It stops Solemns, which is quite nice. It stops War Chariots. It stops all that basically nasty stuff that's going to kill the hell out of you. Because obviously if people are playing they will be playing Solemns so that they can get around your Shiens. 2 Dark Bribe. I find this card is really, this is my tech choice of the deck, because this, I mean, a lot of people don't play this because you've got Shien, but if you don't have Magatama, or they play something that, like, a lot of people will get around Shien by playing like a magic card that they can't do anything with, and then like Dark Hole, and it just gets annoying. So you play this, and then you can get around a lot. It also stops spells. Otherwise, I'll be playing 7 tools. And obviously, if they go like if they try and activate something, so like Torrential, when you summon, you negate it, and then you attack into a D prison. It's kind of annoying. So then we got 2 compulsories, because I don't own Solemn Warnings because they're way too expensive. I personally think this is a really good substitute. We will probably be doing a video sometime later in the week where we will discuss how compulsory and solemn differ and what is better. I mean, if I had Solemns, I would be running them, but I think in certain situations that card is better. And then 2 just sort of staples, Solomon and Mirror Force. This helps everything. This does everything. So the Synchro deck for your level 8s. No, let's go the other way. For your level 5s, I've got 1 Shien. I don't own another one, but if I did, I'd only be running 2, because there's no point, really. You're only running 2 Kagemusha, so it's less likely it just takes up space. You don't really need too much of a Synchro deck for this. You literally need Shien and then like Barkion and stuff, so the deck does it itself. Barkion, Kizan plus Kagemusha equals Barkion. Barkion is well good. And obviously, because even with D-Fissure on the field, all your spells and traps are still going to the grave, and you go through them quite a lot. So you can still abuse the hell out of them. 1 Bryanak, because Bryanak is amazing. 1 Gaia to get over other people's Shiens and other monsters that have more than 2,500, like Stardust and stuff. Iron Chain, because he's in here. That's literally it. There's no other reason why he's in here. 1 Landois, Grandmaster plus Kagemusha, because this guy is amazing. I love this guy. It stops Tengu, it stops everything. It stops Honest, stops Tengu, stops Kalu, stops Black, just stops everything. Stops your opponent's Shien. It's just amazing. 1 Scrap Archfiend, because of the attack. Ooh. 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon to get rid of field spells and possibly to spam your counter spells a little bit more, but it's very rare. It's mainly for defense and to get over those field spells that are annoying, like Necro Valley. Not that that matters, and Ravine and stuff like that. I mean, I've certainly seen in the recent months that people are using field spells a lot more. I mean, I only lost once yesterday, and it was to some kid playing, what was it? He was playing like an Earthbound Immortal deck. He opened Mausoleum, and like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the tin Earthbound Immortal, and it rinsed me. oh my lord, he hit the like 3 most valuable cards in my hand, and I just couldn't do anything to get over it. And obviously, because it was attacking directly, it was pain. 1 Black Rose, because Black Rose is amazing and it's pretty. 1 Colossus Fighter, not necessarily as good as it could be in this deck, because obviously if you're removing your monsters, but if you don't draw into D-Fissure, which a lot of the time you don't, it's still useful and gives you a bit of a boost, and it is the strongest monster in this deck. 2 Stardust, because I could play 2 Stardust, and I will most likely be playing siding like Starlight Road, so 1 Red Dragon Archery to get rid of defences, like Iroh, he's big, and then 1 Thought Ruler. I haven't tested this out yet, but he's a generally good generic synchro, so we like him. Yeah, so that's all. I hope you like the deck. Comment in the comment section below. Suggestions are welcome. Don't say stuff like someone, as I've explained, that I don't have them, and so I can't afford them. I will try and get hold of some and then play them in my new decks. But yeah, so like I say, I hope you enjoyed the deck. Comment in the comment section below. Rate and subscribe. And if you like the deck, thumbs up this video, because everyone likes liking. And yeah, I'll catch you later.